The rise of technology and globalization has made many things possible, and our networks and connections are broader than ever. In many aspects, the world is very much intertwined, and as a side effect, the locality has lost its worth. The pace of our lives has gotten fast. We humans, being the same as 70 years ago, now live in a world that has a completely different scale. Sometimes I ask myself if the human scale has gotten lost in the fast development. The change in modern society had a significant impact on living conditions in cities and rural areas, which also led to the neglect of cultural heritage with the excuse of urbanization. In Finland, the old building stock is constantly being lost under the reforms. In many ways, the spirit of modernization is still present in our relatively young building stock, which is mainly from the second half of the 20th century, is still not always seen as built heritage. The necessity of protecting cultural heritage has been observed, especially in modern societies, which are characterized by criticality towards the existing and the search for the new. Many relevant sites and elements of cultural heritage are found in cities, and they play a role in sustainable local development. The cultural environment is also the basis of people's and communities' memory and identity, which is why it is also important to preserve it for future generations. The building industry is currently led by global trends. Local ways of building and maintaining the building stock are easily lost. When buildings come to the end of their life cycle, there is a lack of tools to deal with the remaining materials and waste. Throughout history, people have built from their local materials. This has constituted knowledge about the performance of materials and tools to maintain the built environment. That knowledge is valuable and should be transferred from generation to generation and adapted to new technologies in a sustainable manner. New architects are constantly being educated, and the principles they are adopting will affect their work for the rest of their career. We as students spend years building our thinking toward a certain way of speaking about architecture. We have quite an extensive knowledge and consciousness of good ethics of architecture. But is the careless attitude of the building industry also visible in our education? All the conversations we have had during this course raise a question. Why isn't sustainability the basis of all design and teaching from the very first day of our studies? Why do we spend so many courses designing flashy things just to realize later that the things we are encouraged to design are in strong conflict with sustainability values? If everything needs to change, doesn't education need to change too?